Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Never forget, we are not meant to be here. Even my peacocks, they share in these peacocks. They are understanding. Meaning we are not meant to make this world into our home. We are not meant for this world. We are not for this world. If we are meant for this world, we're all in very big trouble. Then we'll be nothing like the animals. We'll be nothing but like the animals. The animals are created for this world. They're not created for the eternal world. Those of us who wants to live in this world like animals, then we are going to be raised like animals and will be sent to non-existence, just like the animals, because we are thinking that we are meant for this world. It is not. We should not get too comfortable. What is there in this world anyway that is left, that they didn't destroy and they didn't poison anything? It's finished. This world is not a paradise. Don't try to make this world to be a paradise. This world is a place of exile. It's a place of suffering. It's a place where we are disconnected from our original home. Those who are connected to the original home, they never feel comfortable in this world. The prophets, they never felt comfortable, and their existence in this world is just full of hardship and suffering, and those are the ones that are most beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and those of them that are following in their footsteps as well. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is putting in the heart of his Rasulullah alayhi wasallam to say, the sign that Allah does not love that one is he's not even going to give him a toothache. You don't have to read too much or to have too much kashf or openings to understand that when you have a toothache, you remember Allah. Correct or not? You're going to go, you never make zikr in your life, you're going to go, Allah, Allah, Allah. And you're so close to your Lord, subhanAllah. Always praying, always speaking to your Lord, always asking. But when that pain is taken away, disconnected again. We are not asking that Allah test us. But the believer should know what is coming to him. Shaykh Efendi saying what? Even if it is his finger is pierced by the thorn of the rose, he must know what is the reason. You don't know the reason too much. All you know is something is happening to you, because you're not understanding yourself too much, you're not sitting yourself too much, and all they're teaching you is just to ask why. Ever since you're young, why? Something happening, why? Asking others instead of yourself. Young, they're teaching, you must ask why. Don't look to the answers from yourself. Look outside, and you must demand from outside. But the believers, they first ask themselves why. And to know that whatever comes to them, it is coming from their Lord. Then whatever that is coming from their Lord, like what Shaykh Efendi is saying, it doesn't matter. The awliya Allah, the friend of Allah, is saying, it doesn't matter if it is a thorn of the rose or the flower itself, it's coming from you. To reach to that level, that time you have to be walking in the path of the prophets. So many can claim to be this or that. So many people can claim to be that. So many people can claim to be coming from the lineage of this one or that one. So many people can claim. But we see, the proof is there. You don't know the proof, wait till the dust settles, then you will know who is ahead, whether it is a horse or a donkey. But why would you want to live in this world forever? If you are separated from your home, it doesn't matter that time whether you go to the best of the vacation, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, you'll start missing home. You never forget your home. And the journey back to home is the most beautiful journey. It's better than the journey to discover. Because when you come back, you're bringing everything back. When you go to discover, you leave. You don't bring anything. What are we going to bring back to our home? Are we going to bring snakes and scorpions and spiders? Or are we going to bring the jewels? The month of Ramazan, inshallah Rahman, may Allah grant us a long life to see it. Anything may happen. We're making that intention. This is the last, like this or like that, the last Thursday night, Friday night of the Shaban. The paradises they are preparing, the heavens they are preparing. Everywhere in the other alams, they are preparing to welcome the Sultan of the months. But we see Muslims are not preparing. Believers are not preparing. Those claiming that they're in tariqat, sleeping. Or just dancing every day. Something to be dancing about in this world. How are you going to prepare? If you don't know how to prepare since the month of Rajab that we've been talking about preparation for the month of Ramazan, if you don't know what we've been speaking about in the whole month of Shaban, then what we can say. But at least everyone is going to understand that when the month of Ramazan is entering, when you are staying away from the food and the drink and other actions, and other forbidden actions, and other actions that it may not be forbidden but it is disliked, you're pulling yourself back. You are not giving this world and this body so much importance during that month. We're making more closer connection to our original home. You're going to start understanding yourself a little bit more. Understanding the people around you a little bit more. Understanding the world now a little bit more. You're going to have more faith. You're going to have more intelligence. You're going to have less ghaflat. Why is that? Because you will not be under the tyranny of your body. Why is that? Because staying away from all those actions will bring you closer to the angels. And the angels, they're watching everything. When you're passing the month of Ramazan, and you hope that every month is going to be the month of Ramazan. before the month of Ramazan approaching, so many are saying, oh, I'm dreading it, I have to fast. But what happens now? Month of Ramazan enters, month of Ramazan about to leave, we feel very sorry. Our guest, our honored guest, we did not treat him correctly. But Ramazan is supposed to teach the believers. This is not our home. Our home is when we are not being pulled by the gravity of this world. That is our home. That is the paradises. When we're pulled by the gravity of this world, of this dunya, of our nafs, by our ego, by shaitan, that not only disconnects us from our home, it makes us to live like animals. And you don't care about tomorrow. You don't care about yesterday. You only care about today, how to fulfill your desires. We are a prisoner between two breaths. If we sit down to try to understand what that means, so many things will open up to us. You don't have to memorize this principle and that principle. In the Ramazan time, try to become more aware of the breath. Don't speak Malayani things. Everything that you are speaking is a breath that you take out. I don't know any word that you speak is a breath taking in. Every word that you say, it is in the exhalation, correct? It's a breath taken out. You don't speak, it's better. You're more aware of your breath. Your breath becomes more precious, more valuable. And when that breath, and you are watching it knowing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching it, then that time, your breath becomes holy. And what you're breathing in will clean you. What you're breathing out, it will take away the dirtiness. The awliya Allah, they breathe in to take away our dirtiness. They breathe out to take out their rose and their misk and their holiness to us. That is the difference. Because they are very aware. And inshallah, may Allah make us to become more aware, to be more sincere, inshallah, in their way. This month of Ramazan is going to be pretty heavy. May Allah make us to hold on tightly, to hold on strongly. Hold on strongly. How are you going to be holding on strongly? Don't say you're holding on strongly now. You're holding on strongly. You say the rope must be strong. It's not the rope that is strong. The rope is always strong. But are you strong enough to hold the rope? Do you understand? Then how you make yourself to be strong enough to hold the rope? Because in these days, yes, hold on together fast to the rope of Allah, but the winds, they are blowing left and right. You have to hold on. You cannot say, the rope is always there, the rope is always strong. If you are following your ego, you're making yourself to be very weak. You're going to hold the rope very weakly. The wind push you one time, you're going to go. You're not fulfilling your obligations. What is your obligations? Our obligations to our Lord. Right after saying the shahadat is the prayer. The prayer, it is to give witness to the shahadat. Do you understand? The prayer is to show that you are witnessing the shahadat. What's after the prayer? Huh? Fasting. And the fasting is to give witness to the prayer that we are doing. Because the movements that you are making in the prayer, it is the movements of the angels. Angels, they don't drink and they don't eat, and they don't have any relations. So everything is witnessing each other, and we have been created as also the nation that witnesses. Make sure we witness the good things, the things that are coming from Allah and His Prophet. Don't witness from the dunya and from the hawa, from the desires. But how? Your shahadat now is going to become very weak if you don't pray. Simple. Your prayer is going to be very weak if you don't fast. It continues. Especially those ones who are responsible. Like what? If you're a father, if you're a husband, if you're the imam, if you're the leader, you're responsible. You're not carrying the responsibility. At that time, don't say why things are happening to my children, why things are happening to my wife, why things are happening to my family. Because, like what we're saying over and over again, every week almost now, the Turks, they have a saying, the fish, it stinks, it rots from the head. If the head is not working, the rest of the body is not going to work. So if you're carrying your responsibility properly, those ones who have responsibilities, those ones who are under you, they are weak, they are like this or like that, they cannot carry, it doesn't matter too much. Because you are the one that's holding the pillar up. They're just coming to shelter. But man is not understanding this. They become husbands without understanding what is the role of a husband. They want to become fathers without understanding. It's going to be very heavy that time. May Allah forgive me, inshallah. This much is enough. May Allah open the month of Ramazan to us, for us to become more awake and more aware, for us to pull ourselves away from this dunya a little bit more, to make our connections to the akhirat a little bit more stronger, for us to understand, to have more eyes and more clear vision of ourselves and this world, to be able to walk in this way strongly until the time comes for us to go, or until the time comes for Mahdi alayhi salam to appear and our Shaykh SahibulSaif to appear. We are waiting for those days. May Allah forgive us and make us to be prepared for those days. Wa min Allahu tawfiq al-Fatiha.